all right. If you watch much YouTube, they're doing this kind of stuff all the time. Just hit this button over here or down there or wherever it is. That's
Yes, well, you see, I've got to remember that it'll appear when we record it opposite of what I see.
uh,
So
yeah,
it's me and John and Don and Mike.
yeah. Yeah, I don't have the mirror image on my screen, so I have to think the same way. So, okay, so my hand
And
is not on this side. It's over. Oh, there it is over there. Yeah. Okay, so I've got to do the mental gymnastics.
yeah, well, in any case, that was an awesome teaching.
Thank you.
I really, especially the way you wrapped it up, that was perfect.
Happy Valentine.
Happy Valentine.
Um,
I feel so very loved.
Mhm. God's up there saying, "Be mine."
Beautiful.
So anyone have anything they want to talk about?
No, just the importance of, I mean, those scriptures are echoed in our heart because we've covered them so many times, but they're never not alive when you pull them out. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Yep.
Yeah.
Never not alive. I watched another video 2 weeks ago. A person had on another site, and he was just going through a list of stuff that all of us are very acquainted with. Just basic foundational principles, like Jesus Christ is not God, and everlasting life, and the dead aren't alive. And he's just going through, but he listed about 30 or 40 of them. And it's just, all the video was just a thankful video. And I'm listening to Don tonight, and I'm listening to him make these scriptures live through his lips. And it's just thankful. You just get real thankful for what you've been exposed to in your life. So brilliant job, Don.
Mhm.
Brilliant. Like that old baseball pitcher, you know? And you mess it up a little bit, you go right back to that basic form and that how you're standing on the mound and where you're
Fundamentals. Fundamentals.
fundamentals.
The pros are pros because they do the fundamentals better than anybody else.
That's right. That's right.
Mhm.
That's the way the word is too.
Yeah.
The fundamentals keep you alive.
Well, we've talked many times about, how we feel about having been called and being put into this ministry. I mean, Lordy, there's so much knowledge that we have that, other people are running around still trying to figure out if they're saved.
Thankful.
Mhm.
Really, really thankful.
Oh yeah. Talk about peace.
Oh yeah.
Just knowing with confidence that we're going to be there.
Right?
That's a huge weight off your shoulders that you don't have to wonder if you're going to live forever.
That's why most people don't get serious about the word, because after so long, how long does it take to get frustrated when you think you're in, you think you're out, you don't know if you're in, you don't know if you're out, you don't know what you're doing, you don't know if what you're doing is good enough for, I mean, how long before you just say, oh, I'm going to go have a beer? I mean,
Yeah.
that's too much to deal with.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. And we are just so fortunate. I mean, we really are, we're the most fortunate people in the world. But we
Mhm.
also carry the largest responsibility.
Mhm.
Yeah, that came out in our Tuesday night fellowship. Some of the people were afraid to.
Mhm.
Some of the people are afraid to teach because it says not everybody should be teachers because teachers are going to be held to a higher standard. It was like, oh shit.
Yeah. All
Well-
that means is that you need to be right when you teach something Otherwise, you're going to lead somebody down the wrong path. So
That's exactly right. It's one
that's
thing
all.
for me to believe something and hurt myself.
Yeah.
When I start teaching you something that's going to hurt, the same thing that's going to hurt you,
Uh-huh.
that's not a good thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
But we-
if you know that if you continue to drive that car, faster than the speed limit on this particular road, one of these days you're not going to make that hairpin turn, and and if you know that, then why wouldn't you tell somebody? That's all it is. You tell somebody what you know is true because you love them enough that you don't want them to suffer such a consequence. And basically, that's what teaching the Bible is all about. You're just sharing what you know to people so that they can be better Christians or get out of the mess that they're in, because you don't want people, getting burning, and you want them to have the same heartburn that you have.
Right.
Yeah, you don't want them to, yeah.
Hmm.
That is, I love that part of the scriptures where Jesus is talking to the guys on the road, because he's been dead for 3 days. He really doesn't know what's been going on and what the excitement's all about. And, just catching up. And when he opens their eyes, that they come to life.
Mhm.
That's what they do. They come to life. They're
Yeah.
burning with inside because of the truth. And like you said, Don, we've all made that awesome decision years ago in our life that changed it forever.
Mhm.
And I know that those two men and their families, their lives changed that day also.
Mhm. Yeah.
And he pulls us out of the darkness and brings us into the light.
What that makes me think of is the guy who was guarding Paul and Silas, I think, and the whole prison opened up.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. The guard.
he was going to kill himself. And Paul said, "No, don't do it. We're all still here."
Mhm.
And he comes in and says, "What must I do to be saved?"
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because they still did the right thing.
Mhm.
Right.
Yeah, they knew the Roman culture and what the centurion would have been. I mean, he would have been tortured to death
Yeah.
for failing his post.
Mhm.
And he knew that. That's a Paul and a
Yeah.
sword. And Paul by revelation knew that wasn't the best thing to do.
Mhm.
The power still proved the point. That's an interesting thought too. A lot of times the power is manifested, but what's the wise thing to do? We don't ask that enough. What is the wise thing to do?
Yeah. You guys are going to love Nehemiah.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
He's the praying prophet. Every time you turn around, he's praying.
Mhm.
Praying prophet. That should be a title. Nehemiah the praying prophet.
And what's one of the best things you can do when someone has helped you like that? To be thankful, to do good, to go out of your way, to be kind, to help someone else.
Mhm.
Yeah, when you get some riches, and you find out how you got it, you want to tell everybody else how you did it.
Yeah. Mhm.
Find that vitamin that K2 MK7 starts
Yeah.
turning on. You want to tell everybody about it. Well, ain't no different from Jesus.
Yeah.
Not that eternal vitamin, right?
Yeah.
Tell everybody about it.
The super vitamin. Yeah.
And thank God we still have that burning desire to always want to learn, always want to be better.
Yeah.
When she talks from now on, since she's on the screen, I'm gonna start going like this.
The invincible woman.
Yeah, I saw on Facebook that they're trying to revive the PFL class. They're trying to get the Way International to let it distribute it on YouTube or whatever, watch it, and they won't let them.
Yeah, what is that called?
Copyright.
Some kind of copyright.
Yeah, that was, that's one thing that Werewolves, all of Werewolves Sunday night teachings are available online because they never did that with those. And
Yeah.
those are a treasure chest. Gina Christian.
Yeah, that
Mhm.
was an intentional decision. They didn't copyright the Sunday night teachings that Dr.
One
did.
of the reasons why I'm so proud to be associated with the ministry that we're associated with is that they take the sharing and they produce something and then they sell it for a little while to cover the additional cost and they put it out there.
Mhm.
Yeah,
On YouTube, everybody can watch it.
and
Yeah.
the four of us, we don't even do that. We just put it out there.
Yeah, right?
It'll be out by the end of the week.
How many, girls? How many, Don?
What, how many teachings do I have?
No, I was just playing with
She
you.
was putting pressure on you. By the end of the week, you mean not tomorrow, Don?
Oh.
No,
He's
well,
coming from the kitchen.
yeah,
Mhm.
no, but none of us copyright our stuff. I
No.
put it out on a blog that anybody could read, copy, and
It's because it's in the Bible. I mean, it's all there.
Yeah, how can you
Yeah.
copyright the Bible, right?
Yeah. Hmm. Although versions are copyrighted.
Yeah.
yeah,
But we've all received freely, so we give freely.
Yeah.
right.
There you go.
I mean, if I know something, I'd rather teach you than charge you.
Hmm.
Yeah. I want to sell something that's going to be cookies
Yeah,
and goat milk.
Mm.
I'm gonna have some here in a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I think I'll have a
Don't
cup
forget
myself.
lasagna.
yeah, lasagna's great,
You
but
start
it's,
with the lasagna and then you have the cookies and the milk.
Well, a little late for lasagna. You
Just
might
a
have
little-
some revelation that you might not that might not agree with the scriptures. Let's put it that way.
yeah. I mean, it's just a little bit on the heavy side for this late at night.
Hmm.
Donna, it's interesting that you had a teaching on this. Our daughter makes wood plaques for different things and she sells them for some extra money. And so I told her this year I wanted her Valentine, and it's just a great big envelope. But on hers it says "Be Mine," and then it's like the envelope is opened and it's got hugs and kisses. So I said, well, I want you to write something different on mine. So I was going to have her write "God is love." And then I started going through all these scriptures of love, and it was amazing. And you covered a lot of them, but I mean, it filled up the whole card, and I had to write on the backside.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that was really fun, just looking up love.
Yeah. Another one is heart. Look up the
Yeah.
word heart. It's in the Bible like 800 times or something.
Yeah, I did a teaching on that, and in fact, I did 3 teachings on it.
Yeah.
Because that's and I barely scratched the surface.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to bed, you guys. I'll say
Okay.
good night and see y'all later.
All
That's
right. Sounds like
probably-
a good idea.
Yeah, hold it. Good night, everybody.
Good night, y'all.
Good night.
Love you.
Good night.